Alright, welcome back to the Crabby Dice. Today we're going to be looking at St. Petersburg 2nd edition. So, like most Euro games with a city name here, it doesn't have any theme, alright, but it is still a fantastic tableau building kind of game, alright. So this is going to be the review and playthrough video. Click the link below if you just want to learn how to play with the rules in the setup video. And 3 things before we start. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That would be great. Let's get started. Alright, quick review time here for St. Petersburg. So let's talk about components, art, and all that stuff first. Get out of the way because it's mostly good. Nothing really to complain about. I mean, the card stock is amazing. Thick cardboard, linen finish. You don't even have to sleeve the cards. The color scheme that they went with is super clear. The iconography is absolutely amazing in this game. You almost never have to look at the rulebook what anything means. It's really clear. Everything else is just standard Euro fare from retail, just wooden components, wooden meeples, whatever it is. Although my favorite component in the game are these really unnecessary phase start player markers. I don't know why I like them so much. They're awesome, really chunky. Really like those. The only things to really complain about are obviously plastic money. I mean, it's not paper money, but these things are still going to wear and tear. Use some poker chips if you have some. And the art, I mean, it's mostly good, much better than the first edition of the game. That's just complete doo-doo. But, you know, some of the cards, especially the green cards, I really don't like the drawings of the people on the cards. The drawings of the buildings are awesome, but the people, they could have done a better job. All right, so that's it for the components. All right, now let's talk about the gameplay. And the gameplay, again, not a lot of negatives to say. The game is just really solid and probably one of the best tableau builders you can get. All right, and probably one of the first tableau builders. Imagine the first edition of this game came out in 2004, and that's ages ago. And the second edition here came out almost like 10 years after that. So let's say 2014, 2015, and it still holds up. It's still a great game. Now, let's just contrast first and second edition here for a second. Don't ever try to get the first edition. The second edition fires that edition. Some welcome additions, not only the components, art, and all that stuff, but the market mechanism here is one of my favorite additions to the game. I love drafting those cards, going up and fighting the players on this board over here to try to get extra points. The extra modules are, again, a welcome addition, a lot of variety thrown in there. I just love the modules. You know, those purple cards, which are like instants, add some things. You got the events, you got the end game objectives, which are fantastic. It gives you something to strive for if you've not played this game dozens upon dozens of times. Throw those in, it'll give you sort of an objective to try to hit. The only module I wouldn't ever play with are the obstacles. That's a garbage module. Just throw that in the garbage. You're never ever gonna play with it. Alright, but everything else is solid. I mean, it's just a solid tableau builder. It's not the best tableau builder. Let's just talk about that for a second. There's recently, especially since 2015 that this game came out, better tableau builders out there. But keep in mind, all those better tableau builders play in 2 to 3 times the amount of time that this game is going to take. So this game is awesome because it clocks in at about 60 minutes if you're playing 3 or 4 players. All right, all those other games, Elysium, especially Terraforming Mars, even Wingspan takes over an hour. I mean, Everdell, It's a Wonderful World, all these games are much longer, but this one is pretty solid, especially in 60 minutes. Another reason this game is awesome is just it's really easy to learn. All right, there's not a lot of mechanisms thrown in. You're basically doing one of 3 things on your turn. You either buy a card, putting it in your hand, or playing a card from your hand. All right, there's not a lot of extra bits to saw off or anything else that you need to learn. All right, it's almost like saying it's a bit more complicated than Splendor, because Splendor is only 2 different mechanisms, and this one there's 3. All right, but overall though, because there's some better games that I'd rather play that have come out recently, I think I'm going to give it a 4 on 6. There are still a couple of things that are holding it back from being really exceptional. Let's just talk about those. One being that you sort of need to play this game at 4 players. It's sort of unplayable at any other player count. That's just because there's sort of a market going stale issue if you're playing less than 4. It can happen, and it will happen, that if you're playing 2 or 3 players, that because the cards don't really scale, you're always playing with 10 cards on this side of the board. Well, if you're only 2 players, well, you can only buy a certain amount of cards, and there's no real mechanism in this game to refresh the market. So it could happen that nobody buys any cards, and guess what? You can jump to the next phase, you're not adding any cards, and you're still stuck with the same cards. So you're just both going to pass again and move on to the next deck, and it gets stale. So you need to play 4 players so that people are buying cards, and more cards are being introduced, and there's more variety, and people are fighting for the cards, and you know, it's much better experience at 4 players. Alright, and the only other minor negative that I have in the game is that you know, even with the additions to the game, I find that the sort of noble, you know, tactic is still the best. Usually the person that gets the best noble amount of points is going to come close to winning the game, and that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so that's my review. Hope you like it. My playthrough's coming up. We'll see you in the next one. Later. All right, welcome to the St. Petersburg 2nd edition playthrough. All right, so just a couple of notes before I get started. This is going to be a 3-player game. I'm going to be red playing against green and yellow. Also, I'm not going to be playing with any of these special modules that are in the box, even though I really like some of them. I'm going to leave that up to you guys to explore as you wish. And I'm not also going to be playing the basic game. I'm going to be playing the new way to play, which includes the market system on the right here, which makes the game playable from 2 to 5. If you play it on the other side, it's 2 to 4, and it's a much shorter, simpler game. You're not going to be playing with the yellow deck. All right, so let's get started right away. All right, so I'm going to be playing red. I got dealt 2 of these tokens, so there are going to be 5 of these tokens because there are 5 decks, and I got the ones for the worker and the expansion deck. All right, and the other 3 were handed out randomly to the other players. All right, now just for the first round and first phase, there's a special setup. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the number of cards equal to the number of players times 2, right? And these are the ones that we're going to sort of buy during the first round of the game. All right. Now, because I got the hammer symbol, I get to go first. All right, so which one do I want to buy? I'm obviously going to try to buy the cheapest one. All right, I'm going to buy this guy for 3. So the cost of a card, always indicate in the top left. For workers, the icon actually matters because that happens when we have to upgrade. And this is the income that they're going to give me at the end of the green phase. All right, so I'm going to buy this one. Put him in my tableau somewhere. I'm going to have to pay 3. There you go. There's $3. Put that in the bank. And then it's going to go on to the next player. Now, just again, for this special first round, first phase, usually you have 4 actions, but you're only doing 1 action. You're just getting your first 2 green guys just to build up an engine where you're going to be building, getting 6 coins every single green round, let's just say. All right, so green's going to go. They're going to take the next cheapest guy, and I guess they'll take the fur trapper. And it's going to cost them 6. All right, there's 6. We got a lot of the expensive guys, which is not great. Then we're going to go on to yellow, who's also... Oh, I didn't see the shepherd. Well, yellow's going to get the shepherd, so they're going to pay 5. Maybe green would have taken him, but whatever. So we're going to give him that. All right. Next is going to be back to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go get the shipbuilder. And I'm going to get him, even though it's $1 extra, it's just because I do get a market good on the right here. Now, because I'm playing with the market board, these tokens actually mean something. If you're playing on the other side, just ignore everything that's in the top right. All right, so for this one, I'm going to pay 7. 5, 6, 7. All right, and before I put them in my tableau, I'm going to go up once on the fish track. So I'm going to take my token, I'm going to go on the fish track and go to spot number 1. All right, and this one's going to go into my tableau. Right over there, I like to just overlay it on top, just like that, which is fine. All right, unless I have to cover it up with an exchange card, that's a okay way to do it. All right, next. We're going to go to the next player. So now green's going to grab another fur trader. Now because he already has a fur trader, instead of paying 6, he only has to pay 5 for this one. See, that's why he wanted to take the fur trader. He's going to take this one. And then yellow has no choice but to take this one. So they're going to pay another 6. All right, even though they're going to get 6 back. Let them do that. All right, there you go. So we're done the first phase of the first round. All right, pretty much that's exactly what we're going to do for every single phase with some extra steps. All right, now at the end of every single phase, you always do scoring. So you're going to look at all the color of cards that you have of that phase that we just ended, and you're going to score them, which means get the benefit. And basically, for the first round, it's pretty simple. Everyone's just going to make $6 because all these green guys give you $3 and we all have 2. So everyone's going to make $6. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Boom. Just like that, we're finished the first phase. All right, now we're going to start the next phase. Now, starting from now on, the display is always going to have 10 cards. All right, the 6th card was just for the first round of the game. So let's put these out. Normally, you want to sort these out by type or by price or by something. But since I'm just going to display them like that, it doesn't really matter. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh. All right, so you can see the cards. All right, so now who's going to be the first player? Whoever has this token. So that's going to be the green player. All right, they have this token, and that's what these tokens are for. So they're going to look at this display and decide what they want to do. Market deals with a lot of this market track stuff. So I think they're going to go here and I don't think they want to fight me on the fish, so they're going to take something else. And I think what they're going to do is they're going to really maybe go for the vegetable stuff, considering there are 2 cards, and that's pretty good. So what they're going to do is they're going to buy this vegetable card, and that's going to cost them 4, and they're going to put it in their tableau. So they're going to take $4 and pay for the card. All right, and because they got a vegetable card with 2 vegetable tokens on it, they're going to take their token and go on the 2 of the vegetable track, which you can't see, it's just off the screen. All right, next is going to be yellow. And what does yellow want to do? I think yellow is going to sort of do the same strategy, but for green. All right, so they're going to pay $4. They're going to take the double green. Let's slide all these over. And what they're going to do is they're going to go on the 2 of the grain. All right, you're going to want to go up these tracks, because at the end of this phase, when we score, we're also going to be scoring like the leaders of all these tracks. All right, so if that was yellow, now it's back to me. So what do I want to do? So there's vegetables, there's chickens. I can already tell that this is not bad. If I go get a chicken card, there's no other chicken cards in the display, so I'll be first place no matter what on the chicken track. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna buy this one. This one's kind of expensive though, but it is gonna give me a residual income of 2 every single round, which is excellent. So I'm gonna actually take this one here, and I'm gonna pay $5. Let me go through my bank here. I'm gonna pay 10, take back 5. I'm gonna add this to my tableau, and I'm gonna go up once on the chicken track. I'm gonna take it and go on the track. All right, so now it is green's turn, and I think green just noticed something as well. They're gonna notice the exact same thing with the tomatoes here, or apples, and this is the only apple card on the display, so they're gonna be in first place no matter what with the apples. So they're gonna go ahead and pay $4 for this card. I know we're spending a lot of money on these market cards, but I really like them. That's fine. So they're gonna take this one, and they're gonna go up twice on the apple track. So already they're leading on 2 tracks. All right, so now we're gonna go to yellow. And I don't think yellow wants to do a strategy of getting too many of these market cards. So I think what they're gonna do, let's see, yellow's on the grain, but he does like this one because it does give them a residual income of 2. So I think they're gonna go a lot of grain in this game and try to get just a lot of coins from this. So they're gonna get this card here. So they're gonna pay 10, take back 5, take this card, go up once again on the grain. And there you go. So now it's back to me, and now I got a decision. Do I really want any of these cards? I do only have, you do have to keep your money, you want to keep some money going forward here, but I do have a lot of cash. I do have, let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to be making 2 to 4 at the end of this phase. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy one more. I think I'm going to buy a lot of nobles and market cards in the first couple of rounds, and then I'm going to see what else I want to get. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy another fish card. All right, just so I can keep going up on the fish track. So this is going to cost me another 5. Put this here. Take another 5. I'm running low on cash already. All right, and that's going to make me go up once on the fish track. So now it's going to be green's turn. You know, I think green is happy with the position they're in right now. You know, they could, I don't think grain's useful for them. It's not going to help them. Fish, they'll make second place, not useful for them. They're already winning in cabbage. You know what? They're going to pass. I think they're okay with this. Then yellow's going to go. How much money does yellow have? Yellow has still quite a bit of money. So you know what they're going to do? No, they're not gonna get another grain. That's way too much grain. I think they're gonna tie me on the fish. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna pay 4. They're gonna take this card and they're gonna go up twice on the fish track. So they're gonna tie me over here. All right, then it's back to me. I'm gonna look at my tableau, and I think I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna get any more of these cards. So I'm gonna pass. Then green's turn again. So you know, even if you pass, you can still re-enter the bid or the purchasing. But they're gonna pass again, and then finally yellow's gonna pass. So now because we all sequentially passed at the same time, it's gonna be the end of the round. All right, and now we're gonna go to scoring. All right, so the way scoring works for yellow is you're gonna follow this exact same thing for all the other decks of cards. First, you're gonna score your cards. All right, so I'm gonna make $4. So I'm gonna make $4. Green's gonna make only 2, so you're gonna make $2. And yellow's gonna make 4 as well. All right, so there you go. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at the market track and you're going to score. All right, so this is the special phase. We're scoring just for yellow. It doesn't happen again for the other colors. All right, so for each of these, whoever's in first place on the tracks are going to get the number on the left, and whoever's second is going to get the number on the right. All right, so it's only going to be 1 point. So red's going to get 1, 2 points, green's going to get 1, 2 points, and yellow's going to get 1, 2 points. So we're all going to score 2 points. Boom. Pretty simple. For any ties, you're both going to score the number on the left. All right, now let's go to the next phase. All right, so now we're going to start the next phase. So you're always going to do the same 3 steps. Fill up the display, do your actions, and then score. All right, so now when you refill going forward, remember, display always has 10 cards. So we're only going to put out 7 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now who has the castle? It is going to be green player again, or the building token. So green's going to go first. All right, so green is up first. They got their pick of the litter here. So what do they want to do? I think because you get a discount on the same named cards, I think they're going to go for market cards because there are 3 up there, and they're trying to get up on the market track, and that's probably going to be their strategy throughout the game. So which market card do they want? There's one for lettuce, one for apples, one for grain. Grain might be a losing proposition here against yellow, so I think what they're going to do is raise their standing on the lettuce track because there's a double lettuce here. They don't want to lose their first place position. So what they're going to do is they're going to spend 5 to take this one, and that's going to raise their lettuce on the lettuce track. So spend 5 on that, take 10, take back 5, and put that in their display. Now it's going to be yellow's turn, and let's see, yellow has a ton of cash, but he's not sure what he wants to do yet. He can go for the custom houses because there are 2, and you know what, that's what he's going to do. He's going to pay 8 for this custom house. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now they only have $5 left, so they're probably going to be out for the round, I think. All right, and then it's my turn. So what do I want to do? I only have 8. Actually, I have a ton of cash. I have 15. I can buy a lot of stuff. I would love to buy a custom house as well, but I mean, if both I and yellow are going to be fighting for custom houses, that might be tricky because we're all both going for the exact same thing. Which is not ideal. Although I could build a custom house to then overlay it with another blue card later on. Or I can just go for a market and try to fight green on it. Or I can go for the get one of every single type of card to score extra points, which is not a bad strategy. This one's just hard to do. 17, maybe near the end of the game I'll end up playing it. So I think what I'm gonna do, save some money. I'll put out a market here. So what do I want to go? I want to go apples, or do I want to go green? I think I'm gonna go apples. So I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna spend $5 for this. There's $5. I'm gonna go up once on the apple track. All right, because there's an apple there, and I'm gonna put this in my tableau. All right, there you go. I'm gonna start moving things around when I start getting 1,000 cards. All right, just like that. All right, next is going to be green, and we already know their strategy. They're just going to keep getting market cards. I think what they're going to do is grab this one, and this one's only going to cost them 4 because they already have a market card. So they're going to go up on the green track. All right, so let me pay 5 for this, and they're pretty much broke. All right, that's fine. They have a whole $2 left to their name, which probably not a great strategy because you do want some nobles, but maybe they'll just pick some nobles up and put in their hand. All right, next is going to be yellow. And what yellow is going to do is, I'm going to show you for the first time, they're actually going to take a customs house and put it in their hand. All right, they're not forced to play it right away. It's going to go to their hand, so in the future when they have the money for this, they're going to end up playing it. So let them keep that. And then it's my turn. You know what, I'm going to save my money for some nobles because I think my strategy is to get a lot of nobles because you can score a ton of points, especially if you're the only one getting nobles. You can get the unique nobles and score a lot of points. So what I'm going to do is, I don't even want any of these cards. I can save some of these. I do want some nobles to show up on the board though, so I might want to remove some of these, maybe add one to my hand so that more nobles get on the board. So you know what, that's what I'll do is I think what I'm going to do is I'll take another fish card, because this card is only going to cost me 4 in the future because I already have a fish card. All right, and it gives me residual income too. So I'm actually going to take this to my hand. All right, so just to represent my hand, I'm just going to put it face down right over here. All right, then it's going to be green's turn. They're broke. They're not interested in any of these cards, so they're going to pass. Then it's going to be yellow. Same thing, they're gonna pass, they're not interested, and then finally my turn, I'm gonna pass. All right, so there you go, we're all done. So that's the blue phase. All right, now let's go to scoring. So for scoring, yellow's gonna score 2 points, green's gonna score 2 points, and I'm only gonna score 1 point. All right, remember, we score all the buildings of that phase that we're currently in, so I only scored 1. So everyone's gonna score 2 but me. 1, 2, and 1. All right, so I'm 1 point behind. All right, now we jump on to the next phase. So it's always the same thing, 3 steps. Fill up the display, and then do your actions, and then score the color. All right, whoa, some of the really expensive guys came out. All right, so who's first for the nobles? And that's going to be yellow, who has only 1 token, and they're going to go first. So they only have $5, and luckily for them, one of these characters actually costs less than 5. So what they're going to do is they're definitely going to go grab the author. Although do they want to save money? Who knows? But you know what? For now, let them take the author. They're going to go broke. They like that idea. They're going to spend 5. They're going to take back 1. They're totally broke. Not a great strategy to not have a lot of money in this game, but it is what it is. I'm just showing you how it works. Okay, so that was yellow's turn. Then it's going to be my turn. So how much money do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 10 bucks. So I can go for the warehouse manager or the administrator. And you know what I'm going to do is, do I save some money here? I can save 3 bucks and just get him. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take Mr. Administrator here, and I'm going to spend $10. There you go. There's my 10 bucks. It's going to give me back 3 because he only cost 7. All right. And I'll put this guy in my tableau. All right. So I'm getting a nice variety of cards here. All right. All right, so that was my turn. Next is going to be green. And you know what? Green is not interested in nobles. I don't think that's going to be a strategy. I mean, he could hold 1 or 2 in his hand. But since he doesn't have that much money, he has $2 to his name. And those ones are all really expensive. So I think he's going to pass. All right, next is going to be yellow. And let me see what yellow has in their hand. Oh boy, something that already costs a lot of cash. I think what yellow is going to do is they're actually going to keep the warehouse manager in their hand. All right, there you go. And then it's back to me. And these guys are just way too expensive, and I don't know which one I want to keep in my hand. More other ones are going to end up showing up. There's I think 3 or 4 of each of these in the deck. So I'm going to pass as well. Green's going to pass, yellow's going to pass. That's the end of the phase. We're done. All right, next is going to be the expansion. Oh yeah, sorry, we forgot to score. So I'm going to make 2 bucks. So $2. Yellow is gonna make $1. All right, and we're all done. Now we're gonna go to the expansion. So only 3 cards get flipped over. All right, so remember, you always refill to 10. All right, so we're not buying a lot of cards, but it is what it is. All right, we're flipping over 3, and this is what it is. So now, the way these cards work is you build these on top of other buildings you have of the same color. For example, let's say I don't want this market anymore. I can overlay this card, which costs 13, on top of this, but it'll cost me $8 to play this on top because you're paying the difference. Right now I only have 5 bucks. Maybe I like to have this guy in my hand. It's not bad. It gives me $5 every time. But who's going to be first player? It is actually going to be me because I got this token, the one with the thumb. All right, so which one do I want? Now this guy's not bad. It's 4 points a turn. The problem is it's 16, and if I lay it on top of him, it's gonna be, I still have to pay $9, which is kind of expensive at the start of the game. At the start of the game, you really want to keep some money till later on, and you want to build up a income engine. All right, this game is really about making an income engine at the start and then turning that into a points engine later on. All right, so you do need to generate money, and you know what? The bank is a fantastic way to do so. Also, I do have to keep note here that there is one of these special green ones, and for the green ones, it's the only time you ever have to pay attention to this little symbol here. And I'm just looking across the board, and actually the yellow player actually has a person with this symbol, so they're definitely going to grab this card. And both me and green don't have this symbol, so taking the card would be kind of useless for us. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep this card in my hand. All right, and I'm going to plan to play it later because this is going to generate me a ton of coins near mid-game or early game. All right, so I'm going to take this and add it to my hand. All right, next is going to be green. Unfortunately for green, none of these really are that useful. Oh boy, they only have $2. They don't have any cards in their hand. I think they want to create more of an economy here, so they might grab one of these to put in their hand. But you know what? They might wait for these to drop so they can play them for even cheaper. So it's going to be 3 coins instead of 1 coin. Although they already have a vegetable basket, so this one will be only 3 coins for them. But if it drops down, then it's only going to be 2 coins because you get the discount for it dropping down and you get the discount for the ones that are already on your display. So you know what? So what they're going to do is, because they need some coins, I think what they're going to do is keep one of these in their hand. Right? They're going to try to get a 12 coin at some point so they can play this guy. This guy generates a ton of coins during the game, and he'll try to get to 12 as soon as possible. So let's put him that in his hand. Now, easy play here for yellow. They're going to take this character. This is actually going to cost them only 2 because their other character costs 6. To overlay this on top, it's going to cost 2, and they only have $2, which is perfect. So now they're going to overlay this character on top of their previous character. So now this one's going to generate them 6 coins during the green phase instead of just 3. All right, so it's back to me. And I'm definitely not interested in any of these. I mean, I could keep this in my hand. I'm sort of getting there. I got 4. I'm only missing this, but I can easily play this in the next few turns by putting it on top of that one. Although I'm going to be missing... Actually, anyway. Sure, let me put this in my hand. Although my hand's going to be full after. So you know what? I'm not going to put it in my hand. I want to keep some space free for other cards that I might want to play. Alright, so that's going to be that. Plus, I do want to keep some money for the green cards that are coming up. You do definitely want to get at least a couple of green cards or another green card during round 2. Alright, so I'm going to pass. I think green's going to pass as well, and yellow's going to pass. Alright, I think that's what's going to happen. None of us really have that much money, so we can't really afford anything. We don't like these cards. So, actually, what green's going to do is they're actually going to take this card in their hand. I think they're gonna go on the market stuff a lot. All right, so now we're all gonna pass, so that's all good. All right, so everything slides over, we're good. So now we finished the expansion. Now at the end of expansion, you don't actually score. You only score on the other color. So you score green, you score yellow, you score blue, you score red, but you don't score the multicolored exchange cards or upgrade cards. All right, what happens is at the end of this phase, if you didn't trigger endgame, which happens when one of these decks run out, you're gonna do a round reset and then go to the next round. All right, so a round reset, I'm only gonna show you this once. All the future rounds I'm going to skip it, but what you're going to do is you're going to slide all these cards down. All right, everyone's wooden markers are going to get pushed to the person to their left, so I'm going to get just 1 noble token left, and green's going to get the other 2 tokens. All right, and that's about it. All right, so we finished 1 full round. Let's go to the next round. All right, start of round 2. Pretty simple. Let's fill up the display. So remember, you always fill to 10. All right, because there's already 6 cards in this display, we're going to put only 4 onto the track. And green's going to be first because they have the hammer symbol. All right, and they only have $3, and they only have fur traders, so they can get some discount on fur traders if they want. But I think they want to sort of diversify a little bit to make other workers cheaper, or they can even get the upgrades for those other workers. So I think they're going to try to get a lumberjack for 3, and that's going to be their only $3 that they have left. So let's put this in the display. I'm going to give this to green. And now, unfortunately, yellow's next, and they do not have any. They do not have any money. All right. So what they're gonna do is they're going to take one of these guys to their hand. They're gonna try to screw me over by taking the gold miner. Although they can take the fur trapper because they already have one, and they'll get a discount. But no, you know what? They're gonna try to screw me over. That's an extra $1 that I'm gonna lose, and they're gonna put this in their hand. So now their hand is full. They got 3 cards. Then it's gonna jump to me. I got no choice if I want to build one of these. I only have $5 to my name. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend 5, and I'm gonna get the shepherd, and that's gonna give me 3 at the end of the round. All right. So green's gonna pass, yellow's gonna pass, I'm gonna pass. Actually, does anyone want this? It is only gonna be $5 for green to get this guy. Sorry, it's actually going to be less. It's going to be $4 because they already have 2 fur traders, fur trappers, I mean. So you know what? He'll take this to his hand. He doesn't mind. That's good. All right, then yellow's going to go pass. I'm going to pass. Green's going to pass. We're done. So now we're going to get our income. and we're pretty much all gonna get $9 because we all have three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We all have 3 green guys, and I'm gonna get $9 as well. All right, so now to the yellow ones. Let's take over 4 yellows. So unless people start buying these ones, now these ones we're only gonna be getting 4 cards a turn. But at the reset, these ones are all going to clear to add more cards to the display. So here we go. So now, oh, I did forget to do one thing during the round reset. We're supposed to remove that token. You can actually do it at the end of the scoring for the market. All right, so who's up first for this one? It is going to be yellow because they have the token. Now they have $9. They're going for fish and wheat. They're on the fish and the wheat. There's another fish that came out. There's a double fish that came out, so they can beat me on the track there, which is pretty good. But they want to save some money, I think, this round for the nobles to get some more cash into their engine. So they're, you know what, they're actually gonna pass. They're not interested in any of this stuff. All right, then it's gonna be my turn. So what do I want to do? I can go up on the chicken track. I can go get fish. Fish wouldn't be a bad idea for me because I would actually get a discount of 1 on fish. So you know what, that's what I'm going to do because this one does give me a ton of income. And you know what, if I get a lot of green and a lot of yellow, that'll power up my income to get some more red. All right, so this one's going to cost me 5. But it's only going to be 4 because I already have a fish card. So I'm going to go get $4. Pay $4. Add that to my display. There you see my 2 fish cards. And that's going to raise me up on the fish track. So I'm going to go here. All right. Next is going to be green, and they definitely want to buy something. And they're definitely going to go for the cabbage here because this is only going to cost them $2. All right. They get a discount of 1 because it's here, and they get a discount because they already have a vegetable basket in their display. So this is only going to cost them 2, which is fantastic. And they're going to go up twice on the vegetable track. All right. They're pretty much already won that track. I don't think anyone's going to go on it, but I'll put this in the display. All right, next is going to be yellow. You know what? Yellow doesn't really want to fall that far behind. I know he doesn't really want to spend a lot of money, but they are getting a ton of income from the yellow cards. They have 3 yellow cards right now, but none of these really came out on display. Actually, wait, that one did, the fish basket. You know what? They're going to go on the fish basket. Yeah, they're going to do that. Why not? So what they're going to do is they're going to only spend $3 to get that fish basket. 4, take back 1, and they're going to take the fish basket. Just going to raise them up twice on the track, which is beating me, which is not good. And that's about it. Now it's going to be my turn. And for my turn, do I want the chickens? I only have $5 to my name, so you know what? I'm going to save those for the nobles, so I'm not going to buy anything here. I'm going to pass. Green's going to pass. Yellow's going to pass, and there you go. That's the end of the phase. Now let's score. I did forget to change this to 90 degrees. All right, so let's score. I'm going to make a ton of cash. That's $6. So I'm going to take a 5 and a 1. Green's only going to make 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, green was supposed to play a card. 1 second. Green wanted to play the grain. Yeah, green wanted to play the grain, sorry. Sorry, so let's give him back 5, take back a 1. They're going to go up twice on the grain. All right. And now they're going to make back $4. All right. And yellow's going to make 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. All right, now we're going to check majorities here and score. So remember, first place gets left, second place gets right. So I'm going to score 2, 3, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, green's gonna score 2, 4, 6. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yellow's gonna score 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. All right, so that was it for the yellow. All right, now it's gonna go to blue. Sorry about that. So let's flip this over. All right, so for building, it's going to be yellow's first player. They got the building token. and they see another customs house, and they're definitely going to try to go all in on customs houses. So this one's only going to cost them 7. So that's sort of good, although they're going to be broke again. You know what? They're fine with it. They're going to pay 7. You're going to get this and add it to his tableau of custom houses. All right, back to me. You know what? I think I'm interested in this Pokemon Village, and these are great because you can upgrade them really cheaply later on. You'll save $4 every time. That's gonna cost me 4. Sorry, 2. All right, green is next. They're not interested in any of these cards. They're not gonna go for blue. They're gonna pass. Next, let's go to yellow. Let's see. Do they want to play something from their hand? They only have $4 left. I don't think this is going to help them too much. They're not going to play. They're not too interested in having another card in their hand. They already have 3, so that's not going to happen. So they're going to pass. Back to me, and I'm going to show you playing a card from your hand finally. So I'm going to go look at my hand. The reason I bought this Pokemon Village is because I'm going to replace it with the bank. So now this one normally is 13. But it's going to cost me 13 minus 6, which is 7. Pay the bank. And there you go. Oh, and the bank does give me a step on the grain. Alright, now everyone's going to pass. I don't think anyone's interested in these cards, so we're good. So we're going to score blue. So yellow is going to score 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to score 2 points, but $5, which is great. 1, 2, I'm going to make $5. And green's going to score 2. All right, that's the end of that phase. Let's go to the expansion cards. So we're only going to flip over 2. Alright, this is going to be a quick one. Green's going to pass. Yellow's going to pass. Nobody's interested in these 2 cards because they can't really afford it and they already have their hands full of other cards. So let's look at my tableau here. I only have $7. This I'm going to probably play during the yellow phase. It's only going to cost me $3 to put it down. I could take another card to my hand. The Chambermaid's pretty good. I could also take the Pure off. But I'm going to have to figure out another way to play on top of this. Maybe I'm going to play on top of my market. It's only going to cost me 9. Or maybe I'll build another yellow and then a blue and then build this on top. So I got a couple of options here. I could also get a cheap one here and then get this one and try to get that. Or I can try to go for one of these nobles. They are kind of expensive though. So you know what? Sorry about that. I'm actually gonna pass as well. Let's just keep the game moving. So we're all gonna pass. That's gonna be the end of the exchange phase, end of round. Let's remove all these cards. Pretty simple. These are gonna go to the discard pile. The order of these cards actually matter if you're playing with one of the modules, but it doesn't actually matter without the extra modules. So we'll just flip this over. We're gonna pass over the tokens and we'll go to the next round. Alright, so the start of round 3. So let's put out 5 cards in the display. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to be yellow as the first player. So let's see what there is. So a bunch of 4s, a 5, and a 6, and a 7. So they're interested in the fur trader because they already have one. Although they can go get one of these cheaper ones. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to only spend $4 because that's all they have actually. And they're going to go get a gold miner. So in this game you do desperately need to get at least 1 green card per turn because the accumulation of 3 coins every single round is really good. So he's going to keep this one. And they're pretty much going to pass for the rest of the round unless they want to pick up one of these to their hand, which they can't actually do because their hand's full. Alright, so never mind. So next is going to be me. So I got a shepherd, a shipbuilder, and a lumberjack. Shepherd, shipbuilder, and that's it. So I can go get this one for 6 and it's going to raise me up on the lettuce track, which isn't that bad actually. The other ones aren't going to give me this, but I do want to save some money. So you know what? I'm going to actually take this one and play it. So this one's only going to cost me 4 because I already have a shepherd in my display. So that's going to be 4. I take back a 1. And next is going to be green, who has a bunch of fur traders. fur trappers. They have a lumberjack. They don't really want the shipbuilder. I think what they're gonna do is get the cheap one here. They're just gonna get for 4. They're gonna build the gold miner, or take the gold miner. I don't know. You're not building a worker, right? You're hiring him. All right, then it's gonna go to yellow. Yellow can take one to his hand in his hand, but his hand's full, so he's gonna pass. Gonna jump to me. Technically, I can do the same. I can put one of those guys in my hand, but I don't think I want to, so I'm gonna pass as well. Remember, there's also these cards here, but I don't like any of these cards, so we can skip them. And now it's gonna go back to green. And what green's gonna do is, let me see, does he have enough money to play this? This is actually gonna cost him 4, and he only have $3. Oh, that sucks. That would have been great. So what they're gonna do is, let me look at their hand quick. Let's see, that's a fur trapper, and that's another fur trapper. Okay, they're gonna go for more fur trappers. All right, they already have 2 fur trappers, 1 fur trapper in their hand. They're gonna put another fur trapper in their hand. So probably in the next couple of turns, they're gonna put down a couple of fur trappers here. So they're gonna do that. Then we're gonna do pass. We're done. All right, let's go to the next phase. Oh, we gotta get our income. So yellow's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're gonna get 12. All right, green's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 as well. I think we're all gonna get 12. There we go. And I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4. 4 times 3 is gonna be 12 as well. And just like that, into my supply. And then we're gonna go to yellow phase. All right, so who's gonna be first in yellow? And that is gonna be me. Let's flip over 4 cards. I didn't actually explain to you what these orange cards are. These are pretty powerful. You get 4 notches up on the market track. The only problem with these cards is you have to pay a residual or upkeep to have this card in front of you equal to the cost of the left there. So this one's going to cost you 3, and the next round's going to cost you 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 6, and 6, and 6. So it gets really expensive until you get your income engine going. All right, so we got these cards played out. The apple orchard actually came out, which gives you 3 notches on the apples, which would be pretty good. So I'm actually up first. So what do I want to do? So I know I'm going to be making $6 this round, so I can actually buy something at 5 or 6 and still just recover all that cost, so which is pretty good. So what I think I'm going to do is, considering we're going to start gaining points on the 2nd place, maybe I'll go up on the lettuce track, or do I go up on the apple track to tie green? You know what? Let me go tie green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this one here. It's going to cost me 5. And I don't get a discount because I don't have any other apples. So that's going to cost me 5. I'm going to place it down here. And there you go. So I'm going to go up once on the apple track. So let me tie green like that. All right. So what does green want to do? Let's see. Does green want any of these? Let's see. Cabbage. They don't have any cabbages. They're looking for a lot of the double movement on the track, and these are triple and single because they have pretty much every other token that's a double movement. So they're not too interested in any of these. I mean, they do have a lot of cash. 2, 3, 4. They're only going to make $4 at the end of this. Maybe they're going to go get a cabbage, but they're already leading in cabbage by a lot. So these are all useless. So they're not really interested in any of these. Unfortunately, these are the ones that came out, and that kind of sucks. Although they could go get this chicken one, which isn't bad. Because then they'll time me on the chicken. And you know what? That's what they're gonna do. Maybe that's what I should have done, but I'm blind and I didn't see it, so that's fine. So he's gonna pay only 3 for this because it's a discount of 1, and they don't have a chicken yet. So that's gonna be $3. So let me pay the 3. So let's go back to 5. Pay back 2, and they're gonna go up. Let's see, twice on the chicken track actually. So that definitely should have done that. There you go. Then yellow's gonna go. Yellow has 12 bucks. They're looking at their hand. They definitely do want to play the warehouse manager. So you know they're gonna pass. They're not too interested in any of these cards. They're gonna be done. They're gonna pass. All right, then it's gonna come back to me, and I think I'm gonna pass too. I'm not interested in any of these. These do not help me at all. So I'm gonna pass, and green's gonna pass as well. Done. All right, now we're gonna score. So let's make our income. So yellow's gonna make 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give him 5. Green's gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. 5. And I'm gonna make 2, 4, 6, $8. All right, I'm rich. All right, there you go. Next, we're going to score the display over here. So green's going to make, oh boy, a lot of points. So 3, 6, 9, 12 points. 1, 2. There you go. He's going to run away with this track, I think. Next is going to be yellow's going to score twice on the track. So that's going to be 6 points. And red's going to get second. So that's 1. Third, nothing. First, so that's going to be 4, 5 points. Alright, so I'm going to have to get my nobles up to try to fight the market over here. Alright, so that's going to be all the yellow. Next, let's go to the building phase. 2 more building cards come out. Oh boy, 11 and 20. So I'm going to be first. Oh my god. Those are really bad cards. I do want to remove some of these cards though, because then if nobody buys any of this stuff, then unfortunately when we get to the noble phase, then no nobles will come out because there's still 10 cards in the display, which kind of sucks. So I only have 1 card in my hand, and it's the fish. So what I think I'm gonna do is take the Peterhof in my hand. All right, this one's gonna cost me 9 later on, or maybe I can play it now and put it on top of my market. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm going to do because it's going to generate me some cash. All right, so this is going to be 14 minus 5, all right, because I'm going to put it on top of my market, all right, because it is a, if you look at the little red square that goes around the card, it's a upgrade card, so it's going to cost me 9. So 5. And this is going to go on top of my market. Now, I'm going to lose 1 apple, but I'm going to gain 1 chicken. All right, so I'm going to go on the track. I'm going to lose 1 apple. I'm going to gain a chicken. Boom. All right. Oh, and I did have to pay 1 less because there was a -1. So I will take back $1. Actually, I'm going to take back 2. Put back a 1. All right, there you go. Now the other players. Let's see. Does green want to play anything? I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna play, let's see, they want to play their secretary so that they can get money. So let's see, they have just enough for the secretary next round. So you know what, they're gonna actually play their fur trader now, play their secretary next round, and then maybe pick up another card. So they're gonna play it now just so they can have some free spots on their hand to pick up some choices out here. So they're gonna play the fur trader. It's not going to give them any income now until the next green, but you know what? It helps them free up a spot in their hand. So this is only going to cost them 4. Take back that. Alright, so now we're going to go to yellow. Yellow's got 3 cards in their hand as well, and they definitely want to play the warehouse manager as well, which is going to leave them only $7. Oh boy. So what they're gonna do is they can actually play the customs house, but it won't give them any money. Wow, we're gonna have a lot of cards that move down. We're not gonna be filling up the display a lot. So you know what? I think yellow's gonna try to screw us over by not taking anything because they're not interested in this stuff. So they're gonna pass. It's gonna jump to me. And like I said, I want to remove some of these cards so that some nobles show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to take one of these cards. So I think the one I'm going to take is either the firehouse or the hospital. The firehouse is easier to build. I could also take the shipbuilder, which isn't bad because I already have a shipbuilder, and this one's going to cost me only 6 to put down. And it'll make me go up on the one of the tracks. Oh, I did forget to remove this. For next turn, it's going to be 4 and 2. So what I'm gonna do is, oh boy, 6 points for this one. It's pretty good. So let me take the firehouse. I'm gonna take this to my hand. Why not? And then we're gonna go to green, and green has, see, enough for his secretary. So they're actually gonna play their secretary now, not to worry about it next turn. So they're gonna play the secretary. It's gonna cost them $12, which is a lot. All right. Next is gonna be yellow, and let's see, they have 3 cards in their hand. You know, they're gonna play their warehouse manager now, just so I don't have to worry about it later. That's gonna cost them $10 away, and they have an extra spot in their hand now to pick up a card. Back to me. Again, I got 2 cards in my hand. I can actually take another card, and I think I do want to have more nobles out there. Although I don't want to take too many cards, because then when the expansion comes, I do maybe want to keep an expansion card in my hand. So you know what? I'm going to pass, and hopefully a good noble is going to come out for me to grab. Alright, so I'm going to pass. Green only has $1. They're going to pass. They're not interested in these cards. Yellow's going to pass. We all pass. Done. So now let's score our buildings. So yellow's going to score 4. Green's going to score only 2. And what am I going to score? I'm actually going to make 9. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should take something, because I'm going to make $9 at the end of this. So you know what? Let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. What can I build for 10? Nothing really. That's the problem. You know what? Let me build the cabbage card. I might as well, because yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the cabbage card. So this is gonna cost me 5, but I'm gonna make back 9 at the end, so I'm only gonna take back 4. Right. Alright, so I'm just gonna take back 4. I'm gonna go up once on the cabbage track. So I'm on all the tracks, which is pretty good. So I'll take back 4. And there would have been my turn. Alright, so we're all done. We all scored. Actually, I didn't score my points. I would have made 3 points. Actually, 1, 2, 3 with my money. So remember, you scored the points and the money. So I made $9 and 3 points, which is excellent. These are 2 upgraded blue buildings. Alright, so there you go. We're done. Now let's do the nobles. So flip over only 3. Alright. Oh, look at that. 2 administrators and an author. And I already have an administrator, which sucks. Even though it's going to be cheaper for me to put it down, I want unique nobles. Alright, so now it's going to be... who's going to be first? It's actually going to be green first, because they have the little head here. And they have $1 and nothing else. And you know what? They're not interested in getting nobles this game. I think they're going to focus in on the market board. So they're going to pass. They don't really care about this stuff. So they're done. What they might do actually is they want to win the orchard as well. They're actually going to take this into their hand. Alright, now it's going to be yellow's turn. And I think what yellow's going to do, they already have an author. I think they're going to go get the administrator. So they're going to pay $7 for that. They have exactly 7. I'm going to take this. So now they have 3 nobles. They actually have more nobles than I do. Alright, but they're broke. But they're going to get a ton of money now. Then it's going to be my turn. I think I'm going to get the author because I don't have her. So this is going to be only $4. I'm going to spend $4. Alright. Next is going to be green again. And green, you know what? Not interested in anything here. So they'll pass. Then yellow's going to go. Completely broke. They're going to pass. Let's see, can they play anything? No, they can't play anything, so they're gonna pass. Back to me. I have some money to spend. Unfortunately, it's either getting an administrator, nothing, or I'm gonna wait for an upgrade card. And I think I'm gonna wait for an upgrade card and see what comes up. All right, so I'm gonna pass as well. So we all passed. We're all gonna get our money. So yellow's gonna make $6. Green's gonna make 4, just off 1 character. Really good. And I'm gonna make only 3 with 2 characters. So 1, 2, 3. But I'm rich and I'm hoping for great cards to come out. So now we're gonna go to the expansion phase. So it's gonna be actually yellow's the first player to grab. All right, and there you go. Oh, look at that! It's Tom Vassell who came out. All right, so here we go. Oh, what does this card say? It says Church of the Resurrection of Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, so first it is gonna be yellow. Alright, so yellow's up next. So they've decided to take the green guy because they do have a fur trader, and there's an upgrade on the fur trader, so they're going to get 2 extra points every green phase. So they're going to have to just pay a difference of 4 right now, which is almost all their money. Alright, there you go. Put that on top. Alright, then back to me. And what do I want to do? So I got quite a bit of money, and I think I got to spend some because I'm going to gain a ton of money during green, a ton of money during yellow, a ton of money during red. So I gotta just start making some moves, or else I'm gonna start falling behind. Though I am generating the most money, so I'm gonna start steamrolling that into a lot of points soon. All right, so the first thing I think I'm gonna do is buy another administrator, so that I can either do the taxman or the chamberman and lay it on top of this character, because I already have one and it's not going to help me during endgame scoring. All right, so I'm going to pay 6 for him because I already have a administrator in my tableau. So it's going to be 6, 3 2s. I'm going to add that right over here for now. All right, there you go. All right, next is going to be green. And what does green have? Green has only $5 to their name. Let's see, they do have the fur trader that they want to put into play, so that's already going to eat up 3 of their 5. Do they want anything else? You know what, just to free up some space in their hand, they're actually going to play this right now. Alright, so they're going to play it. It's only going to, actually they have 3 already, yeah, so it's only going to cost them 3. So it's going to give them a 1 and a 2. And they're gonna put the fur trader down. Fur trapper, sorry. So they have 4 fur trappers. So if they get another fur trapper, it's only gonna cost them 2. Alright, then it's gonna be back to yellow. Let's look at yellow's hand. Yellow only has $2 to their name. They have 2 cards in their hand, 2 cards that they really need to play next turn. Do they care about any of these cards out here? They do maybe want to upgrade one of their custom houses here to a church, and that's what they're gonna do. They need something to generate some points during the blue phase, so what they're gonna do is they're actually gonna take this church and put it in their hand. Alright, and it's back to me, and now I sort of have to make a move. Do I want to grab the chambermaid or the taxman? So I have $8 to my name. The administrator was 17, so 7 plus $8 is 15. So I don't have enough to put the taxman right into play right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to take the chambermaid, and she's only going to cost me 1, but minus 1, because it's 8 minus 7, which is 1, but it's a cost of minus 1. So this is actually free, and I just get to put this in my tableau. Right? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my my administrator here by putting this on top. And so I'm losing a bit of coins, but it's fine. I'm going to be generating some points next turn. Alright, that was my turn. Alright, then it's going to go back to green. And green is going to decide now what they want to do. They only have $2 to their name. Do they want a shipbuilder in their hand? Do they want a ship person? So you know what? They're going to look over here. And they're going to realize that they're going to win on cabbage anyway. So what they're going to do is they're going to keep this in their hand. And they're going to hold it to use it strategically at some point to try to jump all of us and get first place on the fish track. Alright, so he's going to put this in his hand. So already he has his strategy. He has a bunch of yellow stuff in his hand. Alright, then we're going to jump to yellow. And you know what? Yellow doesn't have any money. Hand is full. They're going to pass. Back to me. What do I want to do? I got 2 cards in my hand. Let's see. So I'm definitely going to play this next turn. I'm going to play this next turn. I only have 2 cards in my hand. Do I want to take one of these cards to my hand? I really just care about these ones because these ones are going to be cheaper next round. So you know what? I'm okay. I'm going to pass 2. Green's going to pass. We're all going to pass. We're all good. Alright, so that's the end of the exchange. We didn't trigger the end game. Let's go to the end of round. Let's get rid of these cards. Alright, we're going to slide all these over. Alright, we're going to pass our tokens and start in the next round. Alright, here we go. Start of round 4. Usually the game lasts 6 or 7 rounds, depending on the player count, maybe 8. Depends how many cards you're buying. Alright, so we're more than halfway there. Alright, so I'm up first. I got the nice hammer token. So I'm looking at this display. I think what I'm going to do is definitely buy the shepherd because I already have 2 shepherds and this one's going to cost me only 3 instead of 5. Go to my tableau. Here's my shepherds. Put it there. There you go. So that's 5 minus 2. It's going to be 3. Take $3 and pay the bank. Alright, next is going to be the green player. And green is going to use his last $2 and buy a lumberjack. He's lucky that the lumberjack was there. They only had $2 left and he already had a lumberjack, so this is an actual 2-cost lumberjack for him. So he's going to put this in his tableau. Alright, next we're going to go to yellow, who's going to spend all their money and they're going to get the gold miner. Yeah, they're going to put the gold miner into play, into their tableau. They already have a couple of gold miners and that's fine. So it jumps back up to me. And do I want to buy anything? I got $5 left to my name. So technically, I would love to buy a ship. I would have loved to have bought a shipbuilder, but I'm missing $1. All right, because I only have one shipbuilder, and they cost 7, so I'm missing $1. I could actually buy another shepherd to go all out crazy on shepherds, and this shepherd would only cost me. See, I already have 3. This which cost me $2. So technically, I'm gonna spend 2 this round to make 3. So might as well buy it. And there you go. I'm gonna put the shepherd down. So now I got 4 shepherds, right? So that one's gonna cost me $2. So I'm gonna put back 5, take back 3. There you go. Back in my tableau. Then we're gonna jump to green. Green's got no money. Not interested in getting these green guys, so he's gonna pass. Then yellow's gonna go. They're also gonna pass. They're broke, and we're done. All right, so that was the green phase. So I forgot to tilt it. All right, now we're gonna score our green. So yellow's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So $15. So 1, 2, 3, and 2 points. I forgot that they upgraded their guy. Green's gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. They're gonna get 21. Wow. 21. Lots of cash to spend around and do a bunch of things with. And what am I gonna get? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I'm at 18. So green is definitely ahead. That's 15, 16, 17, 18. Right, but I am gonna generate a lot more than them in the yellow phase. Alright, so now we're done with that phase. Let's go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're only generating 4 cards because there's only 4 empty spots. Alright, and for this one, it is going to be green that goes first. So they're going to look here. So there's the apple card, the triple fish, triple chicken. The triple chicken would be pretty good. And the single apple. They sort of want all these cards. Alright, and they're rich, so they can take their pick of the litter here. I think they're going to take the triple chicken first. Because they want to jump ahead of me on this track, right? So they're gonna pay 3 for this. So they're gonna pay 5. Take back a 2, and they're gonna go up 3 times on the chicken track. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And they're gonna put this in their tableau. All right. Next is gonna be yellow. And what does yellow want to do? Yellow wants to. Does yellow just forego all of this? Because they want to build a bunch of blue buildings and they don't want to waste money on this stuff. So you know what? I think I think 15. If they spend 5, they'll have 10 left. An upgrade of that building would not be enough. But with the extra $2, yeah, they're gonna buy one. All right. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna spend for the apple. They're gonna spend 5. Take the apple, go up once on the apple track, right? Because that is at least 2 points for them being in second, right? And they're gonna put this in their tableau, right over there. All right, then it's gonna jump to me. I'm definitely gonna buy the fish here, so that's gonna cost me 3. So by round 4, you're gonna see you have plenty of money. You're just gonna be buying a ton of cards to pick the ones that you want. All right, so I'm gonna pay for this one. So I'm gonna go up the fish track 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to try to solidify my lead over there. So this is going to go in my tableau. And let's just put it with the fish stuff up here. Then it's going to be green's turn. Green is still rich, but he doesn't want any of these cards. Let's see, this one's not bad because this one will allow him to go up any track and he can sort of decide which one he wants to do. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to be a bit sneaky. He's going to go get that green card. Even though green's not going to score him the money, it's going to at least make him go up on one of the tracks. All right, so he's going to spend 8, all right, which is spend the 10, get back 2. They're spending quite a bit of money for this, but they're going to take this card. And as you can see, there's a question mark there, which means you can take any of these tokens here and basically move up on the track that you want. All right, and considering there's no other goods besides apples here, what he's going to do is he's going to go up on the grain track just so that he can be alone in first. All right, so he's going to go up on the grain track like this. He's going to put this in this green area. All right, and that was his turn. All right, now we're going to go to yellow. Yellow does have $10 to their name, but they want to keep their money for the blue building, so they're going to pass. All right, then it's going to come to me. Um, Again, I have a ton of cash. I really want some cards to come out that will help me out. Oh yeah, I wanted to build this last turn, right? Because remember, this fish, I already have 2 fish. So this is only going to cost me 3. And in the end, it's going to give me back 2. So I'm going to put this down. So I'm going to play 3. Put my fish down. And the fish allows me to go up once on the track. Unfortunately, I'm only going up 1 track. I should spread it around at a certain point. Alright, then green's going to go. And I think green's just going to keep playing. Yeah, they're going to play their apple orchard here. Alright, so they're going to spend another 3. Alright, they're going to play their apple orchard. They're going to go 3 times on the apple track. 1, 2, 3. So they're really in command on the market here. They're in first place by a mile. Yellow's already going to pass. Then I'm going to go. I got $15 to my name, so I still got a ton of cash. And I'm going to get a ton more from my yellows. As you can see, I'm going to get a ton of money. I mean, at a certain point, I should just, let's see, the only card in my hand is this. I can actually play it, or I can play it in the yellow round, blue round next round. I could also just grab a card and put it in my hand so that we have a bigger display of blue cards coming up, but I'd rather do that for the red cards because I want to get some nobles. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass as well. And green, I think at this point green's going to pass. Or does he keep the apple card? You know what? He's ahead in apples. You know what? He's going to pass as well. Yellow pass. We all passed. Alright, so that's going to be the end of yellow. Let's score our yellow. So yellow's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold. 7 money. Let's give him 7 money. Alright, now for the green player, they're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're only going to make 5. It's not that much. All their goods are going high on the track, but not a lot on making money. And then I'm going to make a ton of cash. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, $12. It's pretty good. Alright, now we're going to score the market track, and this is going to be kind of sad. So 4 points. So 4, 8, 12, 16. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's awesome. Now for yellow, they're second, so 2. They're second, so 2. And they're second, so 2. So 6 points. And then red is going to be second for 2. This is 0. Second for 2, so that's 4. Plus 4 is 8. Plus second is 10. Alright, there you go. Alright, so that's the end of the yellow phase. Now let's go to blue. We're going to add 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to change it 90 degrees to show that it's the blue phase. And look at that. Ooh, a pub. Alright, and green's going to be the first player. And the first thing they're going to do, right away, without even thinking about it, they're going to take the pub, because the pub lets you exchange money into victory points. And considering they generate the most green money in the game, they're going to take this to sort of switch money for victory points. So they're going to take this, and this only costs $1. Incredible. And they're going to give up a 5, take a couple of 2s back, and build this into their tableau. Alright, and unfortunately what we have in the display here is a 20, a 17, and a 23. Probably the highest valued card in the whole deck, and that kind of sucks really bad for yellow. So what I think what yellow is going to do is, let me see, they have 15, 16, 17. What they're going to do is their turn is going to be written in stone. I think what they're going to want to do is get both of these buildings down. And basically this one's going to be a heavy discount for them because they already have 2 customs houses out there, so this is only going to cost 6, and then this one's going to cost 8 as well, so 14 in total to get both of these things down. So they're going to first put in the customs house. Right, so that's going to cost 6, so 5, say 2 5s. I'm going to take back 4. Let's give this back to their hand. Alright, then it's going to jump to me. And I have a ton of money. I might as well just make a big move at this point. So I have 20, 25, 26, $27. At this point, might as well go for one of these huge blue ones, just so I can start generating a ton of points. I mean, I can either get this one, theater, or this library. I also do want to play my firehouse. So I'm going to buy just one of them. Considering they're all expensive, I might as well buy this one. Because it's going to cost me 19 instead of the 20, and this one's 23. probably getting this one is better. All right, so I'm gonna get this one. It's gonna cost me 19 though. So it's gonna be 10 plus that. All right, I'm gonna get rid of all this. It's gonna give me $1 back, and I'm gonna build this up here. Let's say it might be there. Okay. All right, that was my turn. Let's go back to green. All right, what does green want to do? So green got some cash. I mean, they have 11. Nothing here is great for 11. He's gonna look at his hand. He's only got this fish card. 11, 11, 11. What can they do for 11? I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna keep one of these cards in their hand, just so they can build the next turn, because they're generating a ton of money. So might as well start using that money. All right. So I think they're gonna go buy the. They're gonna go get the library. Sure. He's gonna put the library in his hand. Boom. Done. All right. Now we're gonna move on to yellow, who already knew what he was gonna do. He was gonna spend 8. So here's 9. He's gonna take back $1. He's only gonna have $3 though for the noble phase, which isn't great. Actually, plus another 2, and he's gonna upgrade one of his customs houses into the church here. So we're gonna put this into play. Oh, and that lets him go up on the cabbage track, which is good, because now he's gonna be second place here. All right, so now it's gonna jump back to me, and let's see. I have $8 to my name, but I want to keep that money for the nobles, because the nobles are more important to me at this point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass. Green's gonna pass. Yellow is going to pass. They have no money. We all passed. We're all good. Let's score our blues. So yellow's gonna score 8 points and get $2. Boom. All right, green's gonna score 2 points, and he can pay for an extra point. So let's see, 2 points. You know, I think he's gonna keep his money for this round. The next round, maybe he'll dump some cash to exchange it for points. All right, so he's good with that one. Then my turn. All right, I'm gonna score a ton of points. I'm gonna 6, 7, 8, 9 coins and 9 points. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna catch up pretty fast. I'm gonna get a 5 and a couple 2s. All right, so that was the end of the blue phase. Let's go to nobles. So I only flip over 3 though, which is sad. I want to actually flip over a ton of them. All right, and there you go. Another administrator. I already have a couple of those. All right, so who's going to be first for this phase? And it's going to be yellow, because they have the noble token. So let's see how much money they have. They have $5 to their name. Unfortunately, with $5, they cannot do much. They can actually build this if they want, so next turn they can get more money. Let's see, how many fur traders do they have? 0. So they can't even build this, because they would have to pay the whole $6. So you know what? What they're actually going to do is they're going to spend $4. No, you know what? Before they do that, sorry about that. Let's see. They have the author, the administrator, the warehouse manager. So they're going to actually take the secretary to their hand so they can build it next turn. So they're going to do that and steal it from me, because they already have these 2 and they want to get the unique red characters in the game, obviously. So they're going to put that one in their hand. Perfect. Now it jumps to me. All right, so I got the author, the administrator. So what am I missing? The warehouse manager. So I'm definitely going to build this one into my tableau. This one's going to cost 10. So I have a 5, a couple of 2s, and a 1. And I'm going to put this in my tableau. Alright, so I got 4 unique ones. I gotta just keep going. So right now, those 4 unique ones are gonna give me 10 points. So I gotta keep going. Maybe I'm gonna get the Tom Vassal character in my hand, so I can play him next turn. Alright, so that was my turn. We're gonna jump to green, who has a ton of cash, and at this point, might as well start spending it. You're gonna spend 7 of it to hire the administrator. Alright, now it's gonna go back to yellow. The thing what yellow is going to do now is going to pay 4 to put out another gold miner. Actually, they only have to pay 2 because they already have 2 gold miners. So this only costs 2. So let's give him back his $2. Put this in his tableau. All right. Then it's going to jump to me. And you know what? I want to keep some money for the upgrade cards. Although I am generating, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, only $6 plus what I have, which is 7. I'm gonna have $13 for upgrades. That's almost the perfect amount. So you know what? I'm good. Do I want to keep any of these cards in my hand? I do have this firehouse. I mean, I can keep another theater in my hand. It's only going to cost me 19 now because I already have another theater. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the other theater in my hand. So maybe I'll go for a big blue one next turn. So I generate during the blue phase a ton of points. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Green's going to go. Let me look at their hand. I think they're good. They're going to pass. Yellow's going to go. I think they're good. They're going to pass. I'm going to go. I'm going to pass. All right, good. We're going to score our red. So 6 money for yellow and 6 money for green. And what do I get? I got 6 money as well. We're all gonna get 6 money, and I get 2 points. Boom, I just caught up to yellow. Perfect. And I get the 2 points because of my upgraded character right over here. So remember, when you upgrade a character, you just ignore what was previously there and you just cover it up with the new person. All right, there you go. All right, so let's go to the upgrade phase. So how many do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's turn over 4 cards and see what we get. Wow, a lot of the upgraded green characters. Alright, they generated some points and different things here. Wow, so much green characters, it's kind of rare in this game. Alright, I must have not shuffled it really well. Alright, so who's first? That's gonna be me. Alright, how much cash do I have? I have $13. I can do pretty much anything. I might want to go for the builder because remember, I do want unique red cards. And that'll work well for my engine. I'm not too worried about money because I'm generating a ton of money during the green phase, and these are just not a lot of points. And this is just going to generate me 5 gold during the red phase. So I'm definitely going to take this card. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it. So what do I want to pay for this? You know what? I'm going to build it right away. I'm not going to put it in my hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my... See, a lot of administrators already left in the game, so I'm not going to cover up my administrator just in case no other administrator comes out. This would actually be 1 coin to place it on top of the warehouse manager because you have to pay at least 1 coin. You can't make it free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 6 to cover up on top of my author. Alright, so I'm going to pay 6. 6 right there. Alright, so I'm going to need another author eventually as we go. Alright, next is going to be green. And green definitely wants one of these upgraded characters to generate extra coins and extra points during the green phase. And they pretty much have all these guys, especially the fur trader. They have a ton of fur traders. And that's only going to cost them 4 to upgrade. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to spend 4. Although it doesn't add a lot more money, it's just points. These ones will add extra coins. But it is also a ship they don't have, and a ship they don't have. So I guess they're stuck taking this one because they don't have the ship guy. So they're going to spend 4. They're going to take this, upgrade one of their fur traders. Or fur trappers, I would say. That's fun. Alright, then it's going to be yellow's turn. So yellow has... let's see, $79. They can upgrade stuff as well. You know what? That's what they're going to do. Do they have a ship guy? Unfortunately, they don't. So they can do this. They could do one of these two. Let's see, how much money? You know what? They're going to do it. Might as well. Let's see, on the grain, they're going to go up on the grain to see if they can finish ahead of green there. So what they're going to do is they're going to pay 7. Alright. They're going to take the character here. They're going to go up on the grain track. And this is going to help them get more money later on. Alright, let's give them that. Alright, then it's my turn. So what do I have? I have $7 to my name. Might as well keep the $7. It'll help me get stuff in the next turn. Or, yeah, because I don't really want to play anything else at this point. I'm just going to save up a lot of money so I can play a lot of blue and a lot of red next turn. And I think that's what I'm going to do. But what I am going to do, though, is I'm actually going to keep the Taxman in my hand. All right, this is another character that I might be able to build to get even more unique characters, because you are going to need a couple of the red ones from this deck to get high on this track. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the Taxman in my hand. So my hand is full right now, so I got to be careful. All right, so I'm going to do that. And then it's going to be Green's turn. Green has $6 to their name, and since they're going all out with fur trappers and they have so many of those already, might as well build another one. So they already have 3. They covered up 1 unfortunately before, so they're gonna have to pay $3 for that. And they're gonna take another fur trapper, generating a ton of fur trappers. Let's put that on their board. Yeah, we're cleaning up quite a bit here at the end of the round. Alright, so next is gonna be Yellow, who only has $2 to their name. That's gonna hurt them because they won't be able to get another green card next turn, but they did play a green card during the red phase, so that's okay. So they're gonna actually pass. Do they want to keep a card in their hand? No, they have the secretary that they want to play, and that's fine. Let's see, do they want to go up the cabbage track? They did get a ship person before. Maybe, no, you know what, they're okay, they're gonna pass. And then it's gonna come to me. I have $7 to my name. I don't really want any of those cards. I can't really build any of them. I don't want to play anything from my hand, so I'm going to pass. And then Green, you know, with $3, they're going to pass as well. All right, so we all passed. It's the end of this phase. It's the end of the round. I'm going to clean up, come back for the start of the next round. All right, so start of round 5. Let's speed this up a bit because you sort of know how to play. And there's only going to be this and next round left because there's only 3 cards here, and next round is going to empty out for sure. So this is the second last round of the game. All right, so we're going to start with Green. They have the token here. Let's make this quick. They only have $3, but what they did see is there's another lumberjack here. And this lumberjack's only going to cost them $1 because it's 3 minus 2, $1. So they're actually just going to pay $1 for this guy, and it's going to net them $2 at the end of the round, which is pretty good. Let's give them the token there. Yellow's going to do the exact same thing. They only have $2 to their name, but guess what? Gold miner's there, and they already have 3 gold miners. So this is only going to cost them $1. Or actually, I'm going to give them their dollar back. Let's give them their gold miner. All right. Next is going to be my turn. And you know, I can do the exact same thing with the shepherd, because the shepherd for me is going to be, let's see how many shepherds I have. I have 4 shepherds, so this is technically $1 for me. But you know what? Everyone else doesn't really have a shepherd, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to buy the lumberjack first, and this is going to cost me $2 because I have 1 lumberjack already. So let me pay $2, and I'm going to put this down here. I might have lumberjacks right over here. I'll fix that later. I'm going to stack them up nicely. Then it's going to be Green. And Green has $2 to their name. Could they afford anything? They can't afford that. They can't afford him. So they're pretty much going to pass. They can't afford anything. All right, so they're going to pass. Yellow's going to go. Yellow has $1. They can't afford anything. They're going to pass. Then it's back to me. And guess what? I can still afford things. All right, so I got $5 to my name. Unfortunately, again, I only have 1 ship, guys. So I would have needed a second one to get this one. So what I'm going to do is get a shepherd. And this shepherd is, because I have 4 shepherds, it's only going to cost me $1. So I'm going to take back 4. I'm going to take this and add it to my tableau. Alright, and then after that, I can't really afford anything. Green's not going to afford anything. And basically, we're all done because we're all finished. Alright, so now we're going to score our cash. So Green's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 2 points. So 8 times 3 is 24. Alright. Sorry, that was yellow. Oops. That was yellow. Alright, so now Green is going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $30. Wow. So we get the 20, 30. And they're going to make 2 points. Then I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 is 24. There you go. Alright, so it's going to be the yellow phase now. So 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's put these out. Alright, so yellow is going to be first player. They got the money bag token. And what track do they want to go up? Boy, oh boy, is there any way for them to go up really high? They can go up the double apple to sort of make themselves second place. That is going to be 2 points for them. They can also go on the chicken to get the 2 points there, or they can go on the lettuce. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think they're just going to go up the apple track. just so they can be second place. They're gonna spend $4 for that. Do they have another apple like that on their tableau? They do not. So they're gonna spend $4. They're gonna go up once on the apple. Actually, that's twice on the apple. There you go. Although maybe that's not a great idea, because then I can just get the 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and jump up there. Yeah, they're okay with it. It's fine. All right, they're okay. Then it's gonna be me. And you know what? I don't even want any of these, because the chicken's not gonna help me if I go up 1. The green's not gonna help me. The apple's not gonna help me. The fish is not there. I'm already winning. And there's no lettuce, so none of these actually help me. So I think I'm just gonna bypass this and try to just get a ton of blue and a ton of although I do get a discount for a few of these. I do have an apple, so this would cost me 4, but I would generate I would lose $2. You know, I'm just gonna lose money for this. So you know what, I might just abandon that track, and there you go. So I'm gonna pass. I'm good. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm gonna do. Next is gonna be green, and they're definitely gonna go up some of the tracks. So what are they gonna get? They're gonna go sorry, they're gonna go for the grain here so they can beat out yellow. So they're gonna spend $5 on this. Do they have another green card? They do not. So they're gonna spend $5 on this. Go up on the grain. Alright, that's gonna give me $2 extra later. Alright, so now it's gonna be yellow. And let's see, can yellow screw me over anywhere else here? Not really. This doesn't help them. The apple doesn't help them, although they'll get closer to green if they get this one. But they do want to play their blue cards and noble cards later, just like me. So you know what, they're gonna pass as well. Back to me. I'm gonna pass, not interested. Although I just realized that there was this card here where you can take it and pick any token you want, and you can technically take cabbage and go up 1 extra one there. Or you can go up, I can take this one and go up 1, 2, 3, 4 to try to force green to take this one. But is it worth $5? Because I'm gonna have to pay $5 to keep that card later. Or maybe I just do it as a sort of a bluff, so that green is forced to buy this, and then I'm not even gonna pay the $5 for this card. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, sure. Let me try to bluff him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay the $1. Here, I'm gonna take this, and that's gonna raise me up 4 on this track. 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically, at the start of the scoring, I need to pay to keep this in the game, or I have to discard it and go back down. Right? So it's sort of like a bluff, because I don't have any intention of paying the $5 unless green doesn't make me move up, because $5 for 2 points is not the best return. All right, then it's gonna be green's turn, and green saw what I just did, and you know what? They're really gung-ho on just winning this market track, so they're gonna spend the $5 for that one, for the apple. There you go. They're gonna go up once on the apple track. Boop. There you go. There you go. So it's gonna be yellow. They're gonna pass. Back to me. Let's see, how much money do I have? I have 20, 26, 27. I can technically build an academy, but I want to keep my money to build the blue cards in my hand. So let's see, does the chicken help me? I could get closer to the chicken so that next turn maybe I can jump him. Sure, let me spend $5. It's only gonna be $4 actually, because I already have a chick. So I'm gonna spend $4 and take the chick, and maybe it'll help me. Who knows? I'm gonna take that, put it in my tableau. All right. Then green's gonna go. Not interested in this. Yellow already passed. They're not interested in this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pass. Not interested in this. So now we're gonna score our yellow. All right. So let's get the money first. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins for $7 for yellow. Green's gonna make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just give him 10. Take back 1. Actually, he doesn't have 1, so 9. All right. Then it's gonna be me. So I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2, $14. Wow. I'm gonna have a lot of money to spend on nobles and buildings. All right, let's keep that. All right, and now we're gonna score the track here. So now I have to decide before scoring, do I wanna pay $5 for 2 points? You know what, I'm not. It's okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically I wasted $1 to maybe bluff green $5, but basically I'm gonna just discard that card, and I just gave yellow some more points, but who cares? So green's gonna score. Let's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 points. way out in front. All right, yellow's gonna score 2, 4, 6, 8 points. I'm gonna score 2 plus 5, 7 plus 2, 9. All right, there you go. All right, so that's gonna be the yellow phase. We're done. Go to yellow, blue. So it's gonna be 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue deck is pretty low as well. Maybe we'll get to the end of that one. Ooh, another fur trader or a warehouse, which lets you hold 4 cards in your hand. Also, we got to keep in mind that you don't want to hold cards in your hand at the end of the game because you're gonna have to lose 5 points per card. All right, very important. All right, so now for the buildings, it is going to be yellow. First player, they have the token. So what do they want to build? All right, well, yellow's going to go, and their perfect card came out, the customs house. They're obviously going to get it because they get a massive discount on it. But they have a ton of cash. They can actually go for something higher, like a library. But if they spend a lot, that they might not have enough for a noble. So I think what they're going to do is this round, they're going to try to build the card in their hand, build the customs house, and see what else comes out. So they're not going to spend too much money on the building. So what they're going to do is they're going to build the customs house. It's only going to cost them 6 because they already have 2 on their field. So it's going to cost them 6. And get another customs house. All right, that's to me. And you know what? My perfect card came out. This observatory is going to score me a lot of points. It's for all my sets of cards. I'm going to score 1 point. All right, so for this one, I'm going to, or is it for one time? I'm just going to read the rule book in a couple seconds, but let me buy it anyway. It's a great card. So I'm going to do this, 7. I'll look at it when we have to do the scoring at the end of blue, but I'm going to put it in my tableau. All right, so now it's going to be green. Green does have a ton of money. Let's see. They have 20, 25. They have so much money. Wow, so much money. They're going to look at their hand. And they're going to actually build their library so that they might have to, let's see, 17, 17. That'll be 16. You know what? They're going to build the library from their hand. So that's going to be 17. So they're going to go like that. Boom, boom, boom. They're gonna put this into their tableau. All right, next back to yellow. And what does yellow want to do? Yellow has $22 in their hand. I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna spend, because they don't want to over build on one of their custom houses. So what they're going to do is they're going to take one of these 2 just so that they can overbuild it with the expansion card after. So they're going to spend 2 to get the warehouse, not because they want to hold 4 cards in their hand, just because if a blue overlay card comes out, they can overlay it on top of this one. So that's going to be that one. All right, let me put that over here. There you go. So now it's going to be my turn. And what do I want to do? I think I'm definitely going to try to play blue cards from my hand and not the ones from the field. And let's see, I have a lot of money in my hand. So what I'm going to do is maybe build this one and then overlay with this one. So let's pay 11. And that's going to allow me to put my firehouse down. I'm going to fix all this in a bit. All right, that was my turn. Then green's going to go. And let's see, green has $14 to their name. I think they're going to pass. They're going to try to maybe get a noble or an expansion card. So they're going to pass, and they're not too interested in getting these cards in their hand. They could build another pub. It'll only be $1. Now, although they want to build another library because they already have a library. So you know what? They're going to keep this in their hand. Perfect. That's what they wanted to do. Because they don't have enough this round. Maybe last turn they should put it in their hand and then build it, because then they might have lost it. But it's okay. So now it's going to be yellow's turn, and you know what, they want to build their noble next turn, so they're not going to waste their money just yet because they have to pay for that noble. So they're going to pass. Jumps to me. Do I want to make the big move now? I do have $19 to my name. I could build my theater for only 10 and still have $9 left over. Although actually this isn't even an overlay card, it's straight up 20. I thought it was a expansion card. Oh no, I don't even have enough. I'm missing $1 to play this. So you know what, maybe I'll save money to play Tom Vassal. So you know what, I'm gonna pass as well. I'm not too interested in keeping any of these cards in my hand. I mean, I could spend $1 to put a pub down, but it's fine. I could sort of use the same strategy that green did and just play it just so that I can overlay on top of it. You know what, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend $1 just so I can have this as an overlay card that I might overlay later. I'm just gonna keep this on the side over here. And then green's gonna go, they're gonna pass, yellow already passed, and I'm gonna pass, and done. Alright, so now let's score our blues, our yellow, our blues. So yellow's gonna score 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points. And they're gonna make $2. Cool. Green's gonna make 5, 6, 7 points. Alright, and then I'm gonna make a ton of points. So I'm gonna make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, and let me look at the rulebook. Sorry, I read the observatory wrong. It actually has a special power, or you score a point. You know what, I'm not going to use it for its special power. I'm just going to score a point for it. So it's going to be 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 6 is going to be 13. Alright, there you go. So I'm catching up. I'm getting there. Alright, so now let's go to the red. So 5 cards come out, and hopefully they're good for me because I want to get some nobles. 3, 4, 5. And this is the only phase where I'm actually going to be the first player, so I get first dibs. Alright, and the author did come out, and I need the author. So which ones am I missing here? I'm actually missing a bunch of these. So which one do I want to get? So how much money do I have? I have 15, 16, 17, $18. So I cannot get the Mistress of Ceremonies because she's 20. I'm missing $2. But I don't think anyone's going to be able to afford her. Maybe I can buy her next turn. Now I do already have a warehouse manager. I don't have a controller. So you know what, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a controller. So that's going to be 14. So that's pretty expensive, but again, I'm trying to get those nobles. So I'm going to take back $1. Get the controller. Put it in my tableau. I'm going to end up stacking these at a certain point. Bear with me. Next is going to be green. And green is missing all of these. So what they're going to do is they're going to... Which one do they want? Which one do they want? They have a secretary and an administrator. I mean, if they spend all their money, they won't have enough for the expansion cards. But you know what? They're gonna get $3 back for it, so might as well. So they're gonna spend $10 for the warehouse manager because they didn't have him. All right. So next is gonna be yellow's turn. So what is yellow gonna do? Yellow has 22. They can actually afford the Mistress of Ceremonies. 22, and then they're gonna have the secretary to pick up. You know what? It's gonna cost 20, but then they're gonna make back 6, and then 6 next turn, and it's 3 points. You know what? They're gonna do it. Might as well. So they're gonna spend $20 and get the Mistress of Ceremonies. That's pretty good. Put that on the side there on the board. So they're pretty much broke for the rest of the round. All right. Although now they're gonna make some money back with the red cards. All right, it's back to me, and I'm gonna spend the rest. Sorry, I have $4 here. I'm gonna spend $4 for the author because I'm missing the author. All right, I only have $4 to spend on expansions this turn, which is not great, but we'll see what happens. Next is gonna be green. Actually, that was green's $4. Sorry, I'll give them my $4 here. Green has only $4. You know what? They're gonna. Oh no! You know what? They're gonna wait for expansion cards, so they're not gonna get the author. They're fine. Yellow, no money. They don't care. Actually, I think green is gonna keep the author in their hand. Although next turn they're gonna have to play both these cards. Yeah, they're okay with that. No, you know what? They're not gonna do that because they want to keep an extra card free in their hand in case they like one of the expansion cards, and they can grab it and put it in their hand. And then yellow, it's fine. I'm not going to do anything because they already have the author. They don't care about these cards, so they're going to pass. And then I'm going to pass as well. So we're done this phase. Let's score. So yellow's going to make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12. All right, so it's going to make $12 and 3 points. 1, 2, 3. All right, green's going to make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9. Let's go. Add this to the 4. And then what am I going to make? I got guys all over the place. So I'm going to make 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 and 3 points. 1, 2, 3, and $15, which is huge. Let's see if I can get an extension card. All right, so now we're done this one. So green's gonna be first. So 4 cards. And here we go. Alright, so this one's a carpenter upgrade that I think all your future blue cards will cost 1 less, but there's only 1 turn coming up, so I don't know how useful that's going to be. We did get the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which is a great card for me. It's another nobleman. But guess what? I'm not going to be first player for this phase. It's actually going to be green. So what does green want to do? And you know what? He knows this, and he's pretty much trying to block us at this point. So what they're going to do is they're gonna spend, they're gonna gonna build on top of their administrator, so they're gonna spend $13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all their money. That's it, all their cash. They're gonna blow all their cash. They're gonna get the Minister of Foreign Affairs and put it on top of their administrator, and there you go. All right, there you go. Stole that from us. All right, next is gonna be the blue. Yellow player. Let's see, they have $14. Oh boy, $14. They do need to play this character later, but they can do that next turn. I think what they're gonna do is build one of these 2 buildings here to overlay on top of their buildings, and they're gonna build on top of their customs house, so they only have to pay a difference of, let's just build the cathedral at this point, so they're gonna have to pay a difference of 9. Alright, so put it to 10, back 1. Alright, back to me. Alright, and what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do what I wanted to do. Overlay something on, build this and overlay on top. So what I'm going to do is overlay on top of my, let's see, if I lay on top of my observatory, that's probably my best bet. I'm going to turn 1 point into 4 points. Alright, so this is going to be 7 minus that, it's going to be 11. So I'm going to turn in 15, take back 4. Alright, and lay this hermitage on top of this. Alright, so there you go. Green's going to go. They're broke, they have nothing left. They already have 2 cards in their hand. They don't want any of these cards, they're done for the round. Yellow. Let's see, they have $5 left. They can get one of these guys, but it doesn't really help them too much. I think they're good. They're not interested in any of these. They're gonna pass. I'm gonna go. I don't need green characters. I don't need the author. Although I might take the author just in case I need to overbuild on top of her in a later round, because I don't really have another character I can do that with right now. Although I need to play it at the end of the game. Oh, and I do have Tom Basil that I want to play, which I'm gonna have to probably play on top of her. So what I'm going to do is do I take a chance or not? No, you know what, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna take her to my hand because she's gonna be available down here. Maybe I can get her for cheap anyway. All right, so there you go. So that's the end of the round. We don't score at the end of this phase. We're gonna clean up, come back for the start of the last round. Alright, so start of the last round. So there's only 3 cards in the green stack, so we put them in there, and that triggers the end of the game. So when we finish off the phases here, it's going to be the end of the game. Alright, so this is going to be quite fast. None of us have money. Well, I have $4. Do I want to get a lumberjack? It'll only cost me 1, and I'll net $2. You know what? The other... Actually, wait. Who's first player? It's actually going to be yellow as first. I mean, they can spend $3 to net back $3 with the lumberjack. Do they really care? No, not really. Although this will only cost them $1 because they have a bunch of gold miners. So you know what? They're going to spend $1 to get another gold miner. They have so many of these. Right? Then I'm going to go. I'm going to spend only $1 to get a lumberjack. Add it to my stack of guys. Then it's going to be green. And green doesn't actually need any of this stuff, I guess. They can go up some of the tracks, but they're broke. They can't even afford anything, so they pass. Then oops, then yellow's gonna go. They're gonna pass. I'm gonna pass, so we're done. All right, so market phase. I'm actually up first. I got the little money bag, and I think what I'm gonna do is get the field so I can maybe get close and maybe get another field or get one of these to try to, you know, encroach into green, or maybe get second place there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the field. It's going to cost me 3. Come back a 5. Take back a 2. Put this, go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And hopefully that'll help me out. We'll see what happens. All right, now green's going to go. All right, and they want to protect one of their leads. All right, so they could go crazy and get the 4 grain, but it is going to cost them 6. Or you know what? They can just take it and not use it, because they're going to ensure that they're first place with this. They're already ahead in here by a mile. They're up here by a mile. They could get the chicken to prevent me from getting the double chicken. So which one do they want to do? They might lose one of the other here. So this is cheaper for them, because here they're going to have to spend some cash. Here they only have to spend 1, and then it's a bluff, right? So they're going to take this, and they're going to just keep it for $1. So they're going to pay this, take back 9. Alright, and they're probably not even going to play it. There you go. They're going to go up 4. Alright, but they're probably going to come down because they're not going to pay it. Alright, now it's going to be yellow's turn. And I think what yellow's going to do is they're going to try to beat me on one of the tracks to score the extra 3 points. And you know what? They're going to go for the cabbage, because the chickens doesn't really help them. So they're going to spend 5 for this. So $5. They're going to go up 1 on this track. There you go. They're beating me there. Then I'm going to go, and I'm obviously going to get the hen here. And that's going to cost me 4 to move up twice here. So I'm going to pay $4. So put it back a 5. Take back a 1. Put this in my tableau. I got a lot of cards. Alright, there you go. Now it's going to be green. And I think they're good. They don't really care about any of these cards. They're ahead where they need to be. They don't care. I mean, they could get him, but it's going to cost them a ton of coins just to get an extra. They don't even score extra, because they're still going to score 6 points. So it doesn't change their game at all. So you know what? They're good. They're going to pass. Actually, what they are going to do is they're going to play their fish card to just get it out of their hand. So they're going to spend $1 on that. Because remember, every card at the end of the game is minus 5 points. They don't want to do that. So they're going to spend that, and they're going to go up 4 on the fish track. 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe they will pay $6 for 3 points. We'll decide later. All right. So now yellow's going to go. They're going to pass. I'm going to go. I'm going to pass. I don't really care about these cards. And then green's going to go, and they're going to pass. All right, so let's score our coins. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 for yellow. Green's going to get 9. Back at 10, get back a 1. And I'm going to score 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. 15. So let's get like 3 5s. You know what? I have so many man, I got so much money. Maybe I should have. Anyway, it's fine. All right, so that's that. Now we're gonna score this. So green has to decide what he wants to spend. He's not gonna spend this 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's gonna get rid of that card. Now he's got to decide: does he want to spend 6 to keep this? You know what's spending 6 for 3 points? It's a pretty good return. All right, so that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna get rid of a 10. Take back 4. Then keep that fish card. And now we're going to score. So green's going to score 6, 12, 18, 18, 24, plus 3, 27. I think that's going to make him win the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 82 plus 20 is going to be 102. Boom. All right, he's way ahead. All right. Then we're going to score red. So it's going to be 6, 9, 15, 0, 0, 15. Yellow's going to score 3, 3, 3, 3. So that's going to be 12. All right. All right, so that's the end of the yellow phase. Let's go to the blue phase. So it's going to be 4 cards. All right. All right. And it's going to be me who's first. All right, that's pretty good. And so I remember I do need to build this. That's going to be 20. That's going to be a lot of cash. All right, so if I look at my money, you know, just this is going to be paying for that. All right, so what do I have left over? I'm going to have 16, 17, $18. But again, I do need to keep some money for the nobles that are coming up, so I don't actually want to spend these. So do I actually want to pick up a card? I could pick up the market card, but it's just 1 point. 5 for 1 is not a great return. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend my card here. I'm going to spend my 20. I am first player. I'm not going to buy those cards. Straight for this one. Place this in my tableau. Boom, and just like that I score an extra 6 points. Actually, I do keep an extra dollar because I already had a theater in my tableau, so I actually get to keep an extra dollar. Alright, actually I gotta keep that in mind. Do I have any of those? But it doesn't really matter. I don't have any of these. Actually, I do have firehouses, so this would actually only cost me 10. So wait, if I use up 10, I'm only gonna have, actually it's not bad. I'm gonna have some, you know what, so next go around I'll probably buy a firehouse. Alright, so green's gonna go. And green's just going to score as much points as he can. At this point, he's going to spend 14. He's going to spend 14 for a hospital. Cool. Just like that. Then it's going to be my friend yellow, who's going to buy a firehouse, I guess. Might as well. So we're going to spend 11 for a firehouse. I'll take a dollar back. Alright, then it's gonna be my turn. I'll buy a firehouse. This will cost me 10, so I'm gonna spend 2 5s. So, because I already have a firehouse right over here, so I'm gonna put this in here. Alright, and green's gonna go. They have $16, but nothing here really interests them. I mean, they can buy this. It's an extra point, but it doesn't really help them. So you know what, they're good, they're gonna pass. Yellow is gonna pass as well. They're not interested in the market, and I'm gonna pass. So we're all gonna pass. Let's score our points. So yellow's gonna score 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. So that's gonna be 79 plus 10, 89. And they're gonna make $6. Wow, that's pretty good. $6. Alright, and green's gonna make 4, 5, 6, 11 points. I don't know how we're gonna catch up to green. It's gonna be tough. And they're gonna make that's it. Actually, they can spend $2 for an extra point if they want. I think what they're gonna do is spend 2, 4. They're gonna spend $4 for 2 extra points. There you go. And then my turn, I'm going to score a ton of points. Alright, let's look at this. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 12. It's going to be 19, plus 6, 25. Alright, so that's 25 on the base. 83 plus 20 is 103. Alright, plus I'm going to make 6 plus here, there's $5 down here, so it's $9 in total. Plus, I can also spend the $2 for extra point thing as well. And you know what? Since I am rich, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and spend $3. Oops, sorry. So spend $6 to go up 3 points. 1, 2, 3, and we'll see if I just needed to spend an extra 2 to catch up. But we're gonna see at the end of the game. All right. Next, let's go to the red phase. Alright, so we're going to take 3 cards, and green's actually going to be first player for this. So let's put these out. Alright, so administrator, author, which is already out there, and secretary. So green's first. Which one of these are they missing? They have the, actually they don't have the administrator. They have the secretary, and they don't have the author. So they can get a bunch of these. But considering there's 2 authors, what they're going to do is they're going to get these, the administrator. So they're going to spend $7 to get the administrator. All right. Next, we're gonna go to the yellow player, and yellow has the author. Yellow does not have the secretary. Although, to make you laugh, that's the card he has in his hand. So you know, instead of picking up that card, because it's gonna be kind of useless for them, they're gonna play the one in their hand because they don't want you lose the 5 points for this. So they're gonna spend $12 for this. So 1, 2, 3. Boom. Alright, let's get rid of that. So he's gonna have the secretary as well. Alright, next is gonna be my turn, and I do have an author, but I do want to cover one of them up with Mr. Tom Vassell. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend $3 on this one here. Alright, which I'm gonna overlay in a couple seconds. Alright, and next is gonna be Green's turn, and Green already has all these, so they're gonna pass. They don't really care about any of these. They're fine. Yellow's gonna go, and they're gonna pass as well. Yeah, they're gonna pass as well, and then I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna definitely play my my Tom Vassell at this point. Do I even have enough? I do not have enough. Oh boy, somehow I'm gonna have to play this guy at the end of the game. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy, actually wait, it's 9. I need to overlay this on top of something. So I have $9. So if I overlay this on top of at least an 8, I can do it. So let me look at my tokens here. So you know what? Let me put it on top of my manager over here, warehouse manager. So that's going to cost me 7. Alright, so that's going to cost me 7. Alright. There you go. And that's it. Now everyone's going to pass. We're all good. That's fine. Let's score our red cards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. $16 for yellow, and they're gonna make 3 points. Then green's gonna make 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11, and they're gonna make 4 points. Oh my god, it's hard to catch up. And I'm gonna make, all right, so let's see, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $13. Let's do this. And let's just check for points. I do have 2 down here, 3. So I'm gonna get 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I had to get money for the tax man, Tom Vassell. So I get a coin for every green card that I have. That's gonna be 9 coins. I'm gonna pay 1 and get back a 10. Alright, so that phase is pretty much done. So let's go to the last draw over here. It's only gonna be 2 cards though. Alright, and who's gonna be first? It is gonna be the yellow player. So what does yellow want to do? Well, the thing is, most of these are completely useless. They're gonna go for, I think they're gonna go for the weapons master and then re-get the author by overlaying on top of the author with this one. So they're gonna take this one. It's gonna cost them 4. Then I'm gonna go. None of these interest me at all. I have no cards in my hand. I might as well just keep my money to score at the end of the game. So I'm okay there. So I'm done. Green's gonna go. They're actually gonna spend. They were hoping to have a lot of money. They're gonna spend all their money because they had exactly enough for the end to place the last library here, and that's important because they don't lose the 5 points for that, even though this is not gonna score. During the blue phase, they didn't have enough money to play this, but at least he gets to play it now. Now it's gonna be the yellow player again. They're gonna get the author that they overlaid on top of. So that's gonna cost them 4. So you're gonna spend that to make back a 1. Alright, then I'm gonna go. None of these are useful for me, so I'm gonna pass. Green's gonna pass, yellow's gonna pass. There you go. We just triggered the end game. Alright, so I'll show you how to tally this up. Alright, so end game scoring is pretty simple. You're just gonna look down here and you're gonna score the 3 things and 4 things if you're playing with this module. Alright, so let's start here. Cards in hand. Nobody had cards in their hands, which is great. Nobody's gonna lose 5 points. Alright, now for every $10 you'll score an extra point. Green's gonna have nothing. They spent all their cash. I'm gonna score an extra 2 points. I should have spent the extra money to gain those extra points when I had the chance, but I'm gonna score 2 points. And yellow's gonna score a ton of cash here. 1, 2, 3 extra points. 1, 2, 3. All right, and after that, finally, if you don't not playing with the extra modules, you're gonna go straight to end games. The noble scoring. All right, so you're gonna look at how many unique nobles you have and score that many points. All right, so let's score for green. Pretty simple. They only have 4, so they're gonna score 10 points. All right, I think this is where I'm gonna take them over. All right, so we're gonna go to yellow, and yellow has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different. So 6 is gonna be 21 points. All right, not too bad. And then I'm gonna go and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unique ones. So that's gonna be 28 points. So 28 plus 11 is 39. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because 19 plus 20 is 39. And boom, just like that, I won the game. All right, so with the nobles, I tend to play the noble strategy because usually you end up scoring a lot more points. And a couple of times that I've played, I actually made it to 8, 9, and 10. All right, so that's how you play St. Petersburg. So I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. We'll see you in the next one. Later.